in the state, it's okay. They allow slaughtering animals and eating them. Right? In fact, they encourage it. I think it's quite a jolly good thing. But it's not allowed on the universal laws. That is a great harm then, because the government is saying, yes, it's okay, you can do it. But the universal government says, you can't do it. So the poor people are being engaged in sinful activities without knowledge by their government. What a horrible thing. It's like if your mother gives you poison accidentally, or she administers something bad for you, what can you do? You're a child. But still you suffer. So similarly, the people, because they have bad leaders, misleaders, are suffering greatly. And now, because of all this animal slaughter, they are responsible for the killing of so many animals. And this carries very heavy reactions. Even though the state says it's quite all right. Nobody goes to prison for killing cows. If you harm a dog, you'll immediately go to jail. But if you can kill as many cows as you like, millions of them, and that's all right. Cows, chickens, goats, lambs, pigs, deer. I just came from Tennessee in America, and they told me that during hunting season they kill 1 million deer in just that one small area. The hunters go out. It's a great sport. Real fair, isn't it? They go with their modern, automatic rifles, and they go in vehicles, and they call that sporting. So that's quite all right. The government gives license. Yes, you can kill. But there's reaction for that on the universal scale. So after death, those who have committed sinful activities, they have to go, if they haven't been punished for them, then they have to go to Yamaraj. They have to see Yamaraj, the king of punishments. And Yamaraj, he has perfect notes. He's kept very good records. He's practically all-pervasive. He's so powerful that he has witnesses that will testify. The sun, the moon, the evening, the daytime, the horizon, the stars, fire, all these different witnesses, because they're personified on the universal level. We may not see the personification of night or day or sun or fire, but they're there. These elements are representatives or the energy of persons, personifications of these things. And then ultimately, of course, the supreme judge or the supreme witness is the super soul, the Lord within the heart. He's never sleeping. He's watching everything. He knows. And Yamaraj is also such an advanced devotee and dear servant that he's in direct touch with the super soul. So he has all information. It's all there. Besides that, he's got many assistants called the Yamadutas, and they're very expert. They go, and when a sinful person is about to die, they come. You may have noticed that in many of the writings of these near-death experiences, and in an uncommon number of them, they all have the same kind of a description. I was about to die, and then these gruesome people came, these with twisted faces, and they were monster-like, and they came and they had these ropes, and they were dragging me out. It's a similar description, many near-death experiences. It's actually a fact. That's what the Yamadutas do, and they come and they drag him away from his body. And he's screaming, "No, no, I want to stay. Let me stay for 4 more years. I have not yet finished my plans. I have some more things to do. Just let me, I want to get I want to get that new house over on Blueberry Hill. I have a few more things. I want to cut one more record. Let me have a chance. No time. You must come now, sir. No waiting. And then he's immediately brought before Yamaraj. Oh, you've done all these things. What do you have to say for yourself? Well, I didn't know. I thought it was... No, you have to suffer now. You have to go through the different hellish planets. There are 28 planetary systems described in the Vedas. And each one of these planetary systems, there's many planets there too. So it's a whole series of hellish planets. It's not just one place, but there's a whole, and it's not all burning. We have the conception of hell being, a burning inferno. Well, there is some places like that, but they're not all like that. There's also oceans of pus, other nice things. Anyway, the description is given there in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And we should be frightened. I know when I read those things, I was frightened to death. I thought, oh my God. I've already suffered. I've already had experience of suffering, even in this life. You know what it is to get agonizing pain and all kinds of psychological pains. And you see people, I remember going to school, don't they still do this in the driving education? They show you the films of the people and they get in accidents and they're all cut up and arms hanging and heads off. Have you seen that? I thought, oh, that's pretty hellish. But then I read the 5th canto, and even more hellish. And you've read about in the past there were different types of religious people, or so-called religious people, who like to torture others who didn't agree with them. You read about some of those tortures? Yeah, some really gruesome tortures. So I thought, my goodness, there's so many hellish things that can happen to you just in this planet. What to speak of if it's a whole organized thing with all kinds of people just there specifically to cause you suffering to the most excruciating amount. I thought, I don't need to go through that again. I think I'll change my ways.